This is how I make my 6-petaled flower. You start off with a pink or whatever colour you want your petals to be, and you inflate the balloon leaving a 4-finger tail. 4-finger tail. Now we're going to make the balloon really soft. You do this by squashing all the air along the balloon so it's evenly spread. It's quite hard to do using just 2 hands because you find that you've still got a tail left. So what I tend to do is put it between my knees, like this, and then squash the balloon between my knees as I squeeze it with my fingers. This literally takes a couple of seconds. Then you take the ends and tie them together. So you've made a very soft balloon now. Tie the ends together and then squeeze the air all the way around the balloon just to make it evenly soft. All the way around. And then you have a steering wheel. So you start off with a steering wheel, and this is the routine I would use for a child. You start off with a steering wheel. Then you divide the balloon into half. So you divide the balloon into 2 bubbles, like this, and then you have a big pair of lips. La 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 la. Again, this is my children's routine. You then take the lips and you squash them again, just sort of spreading the air along the bubbles. And you're going to divide them into 3 now. See where my fingers are? That's roughly where I'm going to divide them. The best way to find out if you've got the right place is to concertina the balloon, like so, and you roughly know you're going to divide them into 3 relatively equal sections. So you twist and twist, so you have your concertinaed twisted balloons. So they now look like sausages. Let's hope they're not bangers. Ha ha ha. You then take, this is the scary bit by the way, you then push your finger through the front of the bubbles and your thumb through the back of the bubbles, and basically you're squashing these twists together on this side and you're squashing the twists together on this side inside the balloon. Your finger and thumb meet in the middle of the balloons. They're actually in the middle there. They meet. You then squash these twists together as you push them together. So you're going to squash them and push them together like so. So squashing and pushing. Then with one hand grab all the twists. Like that. So one hand grab all the twists. Now you're going to take those twists and twist them together. You're going to take these 3 bubbles and twist them one way, and the other 3 bubbles are going to stay where they are, or vice versa. It'll probably make a difference if you're left or right-handed, but basically you're going to do this. Twist them around themselves and you end up with a 6-petaled flower. Like so. Now we're going to put the stem on the flower. Now I'm using a green 260, leaving a 5-finger tail. Now you're going to put some leaves on the flower. Now I normally make flowers at speed if I've got a lot of clients to make them for. So I tend to, for the leaves on the flower, you fold the top half of the stem into 3, like this, into an N shape, kind of N shape from your side. Then, once you've got the N shape, hold them all together, and then you're going to twist all these bubbles at the centre point, like this. And there we have 2 leaves on the flower. Done. That can be done quite quickly. Now we're going to put the top on the flower. To do this, you twist a bubble in the top of the balloon, and then squash. Keep the twist, squash, and the the bubble will jump to the end. So there we have the top of the flower. You can let that twist go now. I tend to now just twist this bubble a couple of times so that now it can be pushed inside the petals. So twist that bubble, pull it inside the petals, and now even when it's between all the petals, I just give it a couple of twists. This will stop the air from going back down the stem and losing this part. So now you have your flower centre, you have the back. I now tend to just quickly give the back of the stem a slight curve forward, like this, and what that does, it gives the flower from the front a sort of a nodding flower effect, like this. And that's how you make a 6-petal flower.